Hi guys, hope you've been fine. I've been fine too. Today I'm going to talk about uh, women and the empowerment of women, probably its effects, the changes it has brought about. So, if we look now in our society, so there have been a lot of changes uh, pertaining to the world of women, or probably women versus men. So we find that previously, in the olden times or in the previous times, men were considered superior. They had superior, what do you say, prestige, position compared to the woman. But we find that in the current day, that has changed quite drastically. So whereby the woman now rules and the man is left to pity himself, I don't know, to fight for his position. Yeah. So you find that it came a time whereby women felt that there was too much inequality and too much probably harassment against them, too much powerlessness. Probably the men were considered too privileged than they, right? So there was a movement whereby women fought for equality. They call it the gender equality. Also, the women fought to have more power, right? And they fought the idea that the man was better than they, right? And they came as saying that what a man can do, a woman can do better, probably, yeah. So this movement has led to the empowerment of the woman. So whereby there has been an initiative, or there had been an initiative whereby to empower the woman and to improve her situation, to make it better, right? So probably we had organizations coming about to make sure that the woman was empowered and was able to be on their feet. So we also saw that there were probably some injustices against the women, probably like the family or household conflict, where the woman was probably, what do you say, harmed in it, right? Also, probably we find that there was also the female genital mutilation. So, and also we find that women are not considered for prominent jobs or prominent positions, right? So only men were considered for those, and only men were considered to be like able to handle these positions and these responsibilities. So the woman was intended and was what do you say, missioned herself to prove the man wrong, and to prove to the world, or to prove in the society that the woman could do it, right? So in the process of empowering the woman, we have seen that the woman has come up so strongly. There is much help for empowerment of the woman. There is even the Women Fund. So there is all this organization that has come about to empower the woman, right, and to lift her from her low point. But also, even as we celebrate the empowerment of the woman, even as we celebrate how the woman has come up and has realized herself, has realized her potential, and is able to do great things. So this has also come with other effects, right? Probably, right? So you find that now the household has been affected so much, where with the position that the man had in the household has been shaken, right? So you find that it's no longer whereby the man was the one who was looked upon to provide. Now his position is more so unclear, right? So because also the woman now is able to provide even probably more than the man, right? The woman is able to handle or have the responsibilities probably at the workplace. So if the man is going to work, the woman is also going to work, right? So you find that there's little distinguishment, right, or for role in the household. So also you find that since now the woman is empowered and the woman does not really have to depend on the man, so the man has been caught upon a conflicting situation because he's no more able to tame the woman in the household, or probably declare he's the one who will say anything in that house, or he's the one who is going to provide or make decisions. So that has become a key challenge, right, for the man in the household. So also, so you find that the woman now has started to deny her position as a second place to the man, right? So the woman has started to deny that the man should be the head of the household because she feels equally empowered to the man, right? So now you find that women have now started to refuse to be in a relationship with a man because of that aspect, right? So they don't want the man to reign over them in any case. So they are now opting to forego the relationship with the man. So the man to woman relationship, now they want to have a relationship with themselves, right? So that has also become a key challenge. So you find that there has been a lot of lesbianism, right? So you find that the woman just wants to sleep with a man to bear a child if need be, but otherwise they will not be with with a man, right? So they want to live together with another woman, right? So you find that it has been quite a hit to the society or to the moral of the society, right? So now the man has been left begging for chance, so begging to have a woman in their household, right? Begging to have the woman be able to follow some order probably, or whatever they decide to be done. So it is a very key challenge, right? So the man's voice has continued to diminish, right? So if the man is struggling to provide while the woman can easily just provide, right? So you find that the voice of the man is going to, or probably the man will have little say in that household. And so the man is the man, right? So the man is not a woman. So the man is a man, right? So probably since the authority of the man, or probably that's the position the man had, is what do we say, is a threat to the woman, right? So there is a lot of conflict about that, right? So whereby the woman is probably even more empowered than the man. So the woman can no more submit to the man, or probably remain in that position of submission, or probably being lower to the man in the household, right? Yeah. So we find that many households have been broken by that, right? So you do not expect that the woman who had no income, or who was struggling to provide, or probably have anything for herself, now is empowered. She is able to acquire her own credit finance. She's able to open her own business, right? She's able to provide for the household even without the man. So you find that it is a key challenge, right? So probably I don't know how we got to gayism actually. So but probably you find that the influence of the woman is quite great, right, in the society. So you find that this influence has continued to befall the man, right, even upon the way of the man. So you find that the man now is starting to slow be affected by the influence of the woman. So now you find that since now it is quite difficult, or probably challenging, for the man to acquire the woman, to be with her, so probably you find that the man has become weakened, or is weakening, to even accept themselves to go with themselves, or probably to live with themselves, you see. So it's a key challenge, and whereby when men are raised without a man, or the presence of a man, or probably a role model of a man in their lives, so the influence of the woman is quite great upon that man. So you find that even as he grows up, he emulates the woman, right? So he grows up with a lot of womanness within themselves, because that's the influence they have gotten as they grew up. So you find that a lot of moral is broken in the society, right? So things are gone haywire, right? So, but anyway, can this be done right? Can this be made any right? And even when we look at this, even as we look at this situation, so find that even if it were you, right, someone was subduing you and probably oppressing you, and then it came a time where you became powerful, right? So it will be difficult for you to submit again to that, or probably your instinct will be to overrule it, right, and to not be back there. So probably we may understand we may understand as men, of course it is by nature how it is, so it's a reaction to nature. But I think we ought to get back to the basis quite fast, because if we continue like this, I don't know what the moral fabric of the society will be like in a few age time, or in a few ages to come, right? So, and also the other way probably is that the power in the household, or the power has been with the man for a long time, and probably the man has come to misuse that power, right, against the woman or in the household, and now probably God has turned it around, right? So God has turned that around, and now the man has started to realize how the position they had and the importance of that position that they had, and probably has realized that probably they weren't using that position right? Probably they became too oppressive, and now the bar has changed, right? Now it has been changed, and now they no longer have it, and now it has been switched to the other side, and now it is us men who are taking a toll and suffering for it, right? And we are feeling that effect. So, right, so you know what they say, you never miss a well till it dries up. So now we're able to see, right, how it was, what we did not value that we had, right? And we're able to see our ways of oppression, right? So probably it's another way that's happening. So probably the ball has been changed, or the bar has been changed, and the ball has changed court to the other side, right? Probably as a punishment to us, probably, of our ways. So probably that's to be put under consideration, right? Probably any other thing. I guess as men, we ought not be scared of anything, or we ought not to be shaken, right? You are a man, whether you have the money or not, right? As long as you're trying. So we just keep trying, we just keep standing, because you are a man, you are not a woman because you cannot provide, right? You are a man, you are yourself, you have been created a man, a woman has been created a woman. So it's not a matter of being able to provide, right? Or being able to do this and that. So if there has been difficulties, it does not make you less of a man, right? So I guess we just have to stand strong, to stand firm, right? To stand in the way, in our roles, right? Stand in the rightness of way. So we cannot allow ourselves to what do we say, to move out of our way of rightness just because we feel challenged. So we all not feel challenged, right? We all not feel inferior, right? Yeah, we are men. We are men. You have been more than man. We are a man, regardless. So stand as a man, right? Yeah, so I guess that's it. And also probably to the women. So it is a great thing that women are empowered, but it is upon them, their choice. I don't think there's anything that has changed, that because women are able to acquire finances, that they have been any better. I guess they have just been like that, right? Women have always been brilliant, right? They have always been capable. It's just that opportunity has favored them in this moment of time and age, right? So we stop looking at each other as if anyone is inferior to the other. But I guess the more we treat each other with equality and fairness, right, and look each other not any lesser than any other, right, we look at each other in the right way, I guess we are going to move forward in rightness, right? right? But we ought to quit this enmity and this, I don't know whether it's hatred or rivalry, right? We need to put it behind us because it's not taking us any better place. Yeah, it's only taking us to ruin. And we find that when the children in the household do not grow with the father figure, regardless whether the father figure is able to provide or not, they are adversely affected, right? Very much in their growing, or in their upbringing, more so because of identity crisis. So they have an issue with identity, and so you find that once a generation is raised without fathers, what do you say or what do you portray of the next generation, right? So the fault will be greater. So we better get back to rightness, right? So yeah, so the women need to be able to bring themselves to agree to stand in their roles, because no one is able to, or probably no one shall be able to play their roles. It is theirs, whether they have got the money or whether they are powerful or not, right? They have got to stand in their role. Even as women, be able to stand in ours for the betterment of the society, for the betterment of the generation. It's not mostly about us, but it's about our children. It's about the next generation that shall come. It's about the good that we ought to see in the future. So anyway, guys, I hope and I'm praying that we get back to rightness, that the rightfulness of the relationship between the man and the woman be restored. And it's just a matter of choice, not about the situation. You see, the situation may favor something, but the situation itself has got its own agenda, but we have got to see rightness and to stand by rightness. Thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow. Thank you.